Last summer, at the end of the comic book event of the year, Fear itself, all readers were treated to an image that filled me, an avid Marvel fan, with awe and unspeakable dread. Those of you who are just as nerdy as me, you know what I'm talking about. I'm Preston Swain, proudly the newest member of the awesome radio staff, and this is Geeking Out. The Phoenix Force, a universal force of life, representing life not yet born and the cycle of death and rebirth. A huge fiery spaceberg of massive destructive power who usually goes after mutants with red hair or the last name Grey as its host, and it's coming back to Earth. And in a display of temperament, it's been destroying every single planet in its way. And the two of the most popular and ever-present superhero groups in the Marvel Universe see its coming as a sign. The Avengers see it at its face value. A threat that it is coming to Earth, drawn to its next host, and will destroy the planet in the process. The X-Men, well, the ones left on Utopia, see it as the spark to bring their race back from the brink of extinction. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you an event that has been building for almost 10 years. A war between two of the strongest groups of superheroes on the planet, and instead of ideals, the very fate of the world lies in between what may come of this. But first, for newcomers, let's backtrack a little. I hate to lead you on like that and hit you with this, but we all need to be on the same page. The Phoenix was first encountered, and until now has pretty much been solely encountered, by the X-Men in the mid-1970s when it saved Jean Grey's life and took her place in the X-Men after her sacrifice to help her team survive the destruction of a Sentinel space station. The Phoenix was then manipulated and used by the Hellfire Club, and subsequently went insane. This brought it out into space where she destroyed a planet, and a conclave of interstellar cultures decided she must die. Unwilling to give up on her, the X-Men fought a duel with the Shi'ar Imperial Guard on the moon to try and buy Professor X time to restore mental blocks upon the Phoenix. However, in a moment of lucidity, the Phoenix realized all that it had done and committed suicide, more or less, with an ancient Kree weapon. Being a cosmic force, the Phoenix did not really die, and after Jean Grey returned to the X-Men, it formally took her as its host, and provided power to other individuals such as Nate Grey, Rachel Grey, and Corvus Rookshire. However, after many years, Quan Yin Zorn, try saying that 3 times fast, impersonating Magneto and under the influence of Sublime, forced Wolverine to unleash the Phoenix by giving Jean a mortal injury in order to save them from falling into the sun upon Asteroid M. Returning to Earth and defeating Zorn, he used his powers to give the Phoenix a stroke upon a planetary level, effectively killing Jean. 150 years later, the Phoenix and Jean reconstituted and saved the future from Sublime, and healed our timeline, purging it from this future. With things back to normal, a Shi'ar research vessel accidentally reconstituted the Phoenix, attempting to find a way to destroy it once and for all. However, after such great uses of its power in recent times, neither Jean/the Phoenix were ready, and they went insane. I know, it seems to happen all the time. The Shi'ar immediately began preparations to attack and destroy the Phoenix, and at the same time, Quentin Quire, also known as Kid Omega, Omega-level mutant, he caused riot at the Xavier Institute as a student that killed both human and mutant students alike. He reawoke, sensing the Phoenix and wanting to use its power to resurrect Sophie Cuckoo, a mutant girl he was infatuated and/or obsessed with. Wolverine's many attempts at attempting to end the Phoenix gave Jean enough control to seal herself and the Phoenix in ice. The Phoenix Force then forced itself upon a new host, Emma Frost. Cyclops took action by sealing both himself and Emma within a Phoenix egg, a containment shell specifically designed to hold the Phoenix. Quentin Quire took this opportunity to act, cracking the egg and using the Phoenix to resurrect Sophie, who rejected him. The Phoenix took this as an insult and prepared to destroy the Earth. Jean reemerged from ice, separated the Phoenix from Emma, and took it upon herself again. Cyclops then had Emma and the Stepford Cuckoos link all the X-Men to the Phoenix. The shared love and support they had for each other and Jean moved the Phoenix back to sanity, and it and Jean sacrificed themselves to stop an event horizon the Shi'ar had released to kill the Phoenix. Although effectively dead, Jean existed in spirit and set out to collect all the billions of scattered pieces of the Phoenix throughout the cosmos. Alright, now we're done with that. If you're still with me, you deserve a hug. I wish I could say all that's done, but there's more to go. Even with all this going on, the X-Men still have had much more happen to them in the past decade. This, I'm gonna nutshell for you. The Scarlet Witch, the reality-warping daughter of Magneto, reduces the number of mutants in the world from millions to only a few hundred with a few words. During Norman Osborn's Dark Reign as the head of Hammer, the evil version of S.H.I.E.L.D., Cyclops unites all the remaining world's mutants under the banner of the X-Men and establishes the country of Utopia in the Bay of San Francisco. The first mutant to be born after M-Day, Hope Summers returns from being raised in the future by the mutant cyborg Cable and brings the mutant population back by activating the mutant gene in 5 new mutants. The X-Men divide, with Wolverine restarting the school after clash of ideals with Cyclops after how the mutant children of today should be prepared and taught for the future. The Avengers have equally had as much to deal with, if not more. The Scarlet Witch went insane and personally ended the Avengers for one day. They, reformed because they do that. Then she changed the world, created a new timeline for Earth, and then she reduced the mutant population. The Skrulls perfectly infiltrated all the organizations that posed a threat to them when a zealot monarchy attempted a conquest of the planet Earth. They defeated Norman Osborn and the Void, ending his dark reign as head of Hammer, and destroyed the city of Asgard upon Earth. Well, yeah, Norman Osborn did that, not the Avengers. That just happened. They saved the world from near total destruction and chaos at the hands of the evil Allfather, the Serpent. Now you're up to speed. Both groups have had much to deal with, and have proven themselves powerful and capable defenders of Earth and mankind. For those who wish to be fully up to date upon Avengers and X-Men, essential reading would be The Dark Phoenix Saga, X-Men's Second Coming, and Phoenix Endsong. Recommended reading? Young Avengers The Children's Crusade, Avengers X-Sanction, X-Men Schism, Dark Avengers X-Men Utopia, the entire Avengers saga that started with Avengers Disassembled, then goes to House of M, Civil War, Secret Invasion and Siege, and Marvel Point 1.